Alright, welcome to another episode of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. In this episode, we've got Stump versus Mopatel124. And as usual, without further ado, let's just get right to it. So, first off, deciding ground or air, taking a look. The guy's got Town Hall 8. Taking a look at the mortars, they're level 6. Look at the air defense, level 4. Whiz towers, level 5. So you're like, well, which one's better? Well, I'll tell you. Here's how you know. So at Town Hall 8, right? Let's not forget which number we're on. Town Hall 8, yes. Look down here at the bottom table. So Town Hall 8. If he'd maxed everything, he would have a level 6 air defense. He's at 4. He's 2 levels behind. But mortars, holy smokes, he's been upgrading that first. He is maxed for that level of Town Hall. And then wizard towers, if you recall, were 5, which is also 1 level behind. Barely, almost 2. He had 2 levels to upgrade at 8. So, what does that mean? It means he's actually weaker against air. And that's going to be the norm. So, I know, you're all going to be like, oh my god, he's going to say it again. Balloon minion. Or dragons, but in this case, Stump's actually got better balloons than he does dragons, so balloon minion it is. So now that we know that, let's toggle over to the game plan. Here it is. So as usual, we want to identify the clan castle and drag it out. So as you can see here, it's not even middled, so it's pretty easy to pull. This position here is not in range of any defensive buildings, so dropping one archer here will trigger the clan castle. They'll come running out, kill that guy. We'll drop another here to go at this guy. They'll come a little further. They'll all be right here. And at which point you have a decision to make. We're at point 2 now. What to kill it with. Now, what you'll notice with trigger, we call T-duck, which is trigger, drag, distract, circle kill, is that you want to have 2 different plans with your T-duck. One to handle big fat something in the clan castle like a dragon, and the other to handle light troops like a bunch of archers. Because minions on light troops would be like a 1-to-1 loss. You might lose a whole ton of minions. Or if it's a dragon and you've got something heavy like wizards, that does a lot of AoE, it's not going to do well either. So the rule of thumb: have a plan for light troops, which would be an AoE attack, and have a plan for heavy troops, which would be a lot of something like minions. In this case, Stump actually is going to try, you'll see, to use a balloon is his plan for the AoE attack, having it drop exactly where the clan castle troops are and blow them up with the splash damage. Very complicated, but possible. So we'll see how that goes if that's what happens. Or he'd do minions on the dragon if that came out. But anyway, usual plan here. One of the things that's interesting is if you clicked on these 2 radiuses, you can see he's got areas of effect like this. So if you come up from the bottom, they both engage at the same time. It would be deadly. So our balloon thrusts to begin with should be coming from this way. 2 hopping, you can chart this by just the shortest distances how they'll fly. And then raging here to get them through. And then once these are down, then you can deploy your final balloon attack, which is clan castle balloons, into this final position, because those will be down and you can take it down and they just float around. The only thing left is up here is this, and Stump was, instead of a rage, he wanted to use heal, so I'm like, fine, heal, and we decided to come from the bottom because we felt like we could get all the way through and then come up and then might have a good arc on this guy to where you wouldn't lose them all. That is the plan, but it's a concern because this mostly will be left over. If you look at how the balloons are flying, it probably will all be left. So this is the question mark of the attack, if you will. So let's see what actually happened. Alright, this is what happened. Eek. Well, clearly something went wrong. Let's take a look. So as you can see, starts out as planned. He's got the archer down, dragging out the clan castle. It's a mix of light and just light, but different air and ground. Interesting. But notice how Stump does a mistake there. He drops minions and the balloon. For a balloon AoE attack to work, you have to only have the balloon there so it is the focus of the clan castle troops and allows them to bring it down on top of themselves. by having his minions there, they went to different spots. So I think that might have done a little better, but still it's a very complicated attack to use to clear out Clan Castle with splash damage from a balloon, because you have to line it up exactly from the drop point to a defensive building and have that intersect where the Clan Castle troops are, and then only drop the balloon exactly where it would take from them to shoot it down where it drops on them. But you can see here the rest of the plan's moving is according to what we wanted, moving through, bang bang, dropping down. The pathing's a little off there. I wouldn't have expected them to go to that cannon. I'd have to think about that a little bit more, Pythagorean theorem and all. But approximately it was right. Oh, look at that. That one went the other way too. Interesting. Went all the way around the horn with the Clan Castle balloons. So that's another one to take a look at. Why did it do that? Maybe we'll go back and take a ponder real quick. But so the balloon. So here's what you can see. It's what's happening is what we expected, right? So the bottom quarter is cleaned out. The minions are still alive. They're doing their job. But what's left up top? So there's a big question mark there. Stump still got his heel left. As he comes up, we'll speed it up a little bit. And he drops his king. See, that was probably a little early. And I would have dropped it on the side with the air defense tower. Because then at least you... Yeah, either way it's trouble. It wasn't going to work out. But yeah, it was a little early with the king there. So the 2 mines by the wizard tower took out the minions. And that's really the problem with minions. And maybe the problem with that attack plan is that we knew that we were going to have the wizard tower and archer tower probably left over. And so we needed a better strategy for that, because it didn't take care of it. We didn't. We either had to do a heal on those balloons down low to get them to keep flying up and get to the balloon to get the wizard tower at 12, or maybe have a dragon instead of minions. But I don't know if the dragon would have cleared the other stuff quickly enough, or not deployed so many minions at the bottom. Instead, do like an arc attack, like with a vanguard lead on the minions up top at 12 to trigger the mines. And you know, when you're ever going to Wiz Tower area effect, you drop 1 minion so he gets shot and the other ones are behind it. Or we could have dropped saved 1 balloon and had 1 balloon float in with the minions behind it. That might have been the best plan, to have 1 split into 3 armies, but a very small balloon army of 1 for up top, and then the minions behind it, and then it would fly up behind them, and then they would take damage while the minions tore up everything. That might have worked. But anyway, a lot of different things we need to try out and think about in our next balloon attack, but this one exposed some weaknesses. So there you have it. Till next time, clash on.